And the firm of company's ILEG Technology Screens. We're doing a very interesting demonstration here today. On this side, let me change that a little bit. Our sound too loud here. Here. That's better. Sound is way too high. Now, over here we have our that's gray screen paint. Over here we have gray screen paint. Right? It's a house, we call it house paint, but still gray screen paint. It's still made with a lot of house paint. There's nothing special about it. It's just house paint. That's all it is. Anyway, this is a paint that's sold by a YouTuber by the name of Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, Pro 1176. I'm going to give credit where credit's due. It's your product. Don't get mad at me. It's your stuff. All right, so this product right here, we consider to be the Cinemax Hybrid Mix, Personal Mix, and I think it's Metallica Mix, Personal Mix, Hybrid Mix, and Cinemax all together. Why? Again, told you, long story. We made the product using his own tutorial video, which is black and white paint. We sent it to his address, and he sent it back. So basically, we're accusing him of his products all being the same thing. And instead of debunking the theory and sending the doing the test, he sent it back to us, and that's how we got it right here. We call it the refusal. Anyway, is it TV worthy? No. This guy uses an ultra short throw at 90% of the time. I say more than that, about 99% of the time. He's using a ultra short throw projector. The projector that they have for the P2, which is a projector that he owns, is a projector that the Optima advertises as a TV solution, or replacing the TV with that particular projector, because it's trying to be like TV worthy. So is gray screen paint, not just his, is all gray screen paint worthy or TV worthy? No, they're not. Why? They don't read contrast. Contrast is something you have to be able to pick up on the screen. You need that very important element that has to be picked up on the screen. Another thing too is their color balances are thrown way off, and as for ambient light rejection technology, they don't have it. The 2.0 gain theory is not existing. They don't have that capability. Now, back then, people did claim they had 2.0. I did myself, until later on I started developing products, and I started seeing screens that had higher gains than what 2.0 really looked like. So no, they don't have 2.0 today. Back then you probably would have thought that, because again, like I said before, there were no other higher screens. There were no 0.8, 0.9, none of that stuff didn't exist, so you thought you had 2.0 back then. But now today, after getting a comparison against really high grade screens that have high gain levels, you see the difference between their product. Their job to change that information, but they didn't do it. So are gray screens TV worthy? No, they're not. As you can see, we got a monitor sitting right there. That's a full 1080p monitor. It's a 720p projector. It should be to read. If I had to spend more money to get it to read, then it's not worth my time. Let's show you our product. Now, our product's on the other side of this. It's just dabbed onto the screen. That's our product. As you can see, it matches the TV at 720p versus 1080p. That's my monitor over there. It's a 1080p monitor. And as you can see, we pick up the same contrast. We pick up the same color, everything, on a $40 projector at a 10,001 contrast that can't even read on a gray screen. So using a gray screen on an ultra short throw projector, or even a high grade gray screen, they don't work. You can't read black. So if anyone ever told you that the P2 or Epson LS800 or one of the high-end projectors are used on gray screens, they don't know what they're talking about. That's why we sat there and said in videos when he was talking, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Tell me why it's not working. This is your paint at the end of the day. It was made of your tutorial video. We sent it right over to you, and we got it right back. Why is it not working? My projector has a 10,001 contrast. This should be able to pick up. That's how that works. You get what you paid for. Now, speaking in mind of other gray screens have the same problem? They do. They actually do have the same problem. Let's go over here and let's get, I'm going to give me LG Jazz. LG Jazz demonstration. Got me right on top of the microphones here, because we got my microphone system's right near my fans. LG Jazz demonstration. Right. Let's get that one out first here. Let me see. Where's the fire stick at? Let's see. LG Jazz demonstration. Now the gray screen that's painted around our black technology, and as you can see, the gray screen's not picking up anything. Now we got some people that get very angry over these demonstrations. They're mad because they want you to believe that their screen paints or projection screens are reading a 100% contrast level. They're picking up perfect color balance. Anybody says anything else about their products, they get mad and they get bitter and they get upset. Well, gentlemen, I doubt there's too many ladies doing this nonsense, but gentlemen, if you feel that any of the demonstrations that I'm doing here are completely false, not true, this is all fake, sign the contract or take me to court. Doesn't make a difference to me. But I guarantee you one thing, you waste my time, it's going to cost you a lot of money. If we get you in court, it's going to cost you a lot of money. Then I'm going to turn around on tables on you and I'm going to request your tests for your products, which we know you don't have. A lot of fire is going to be underneath that frying pan at the end of the day. You don't have no way to back your stuff up. You're relying on customers telling them TV worthy, TV worthy. We don't have TV worthy product. Your stuff won't work. And how do we know that? Because I watch a ton of these demonstrations. Everybody's sitting in these really dark environments, making these false accusations that they see contrast and color. Gee, please, come on, now you gotta be real. And you can go back and forth on YouTube, I don't care. I'll see you in court, that's all that matters. And you have to back it up there because you don't have a choice. You're locked in that courtroom, me and Mr. Bird, lawyers or non-lawyers, doesn't make a difference who's in there. You better back it up. That judge sees it, you're in trouble. You can't lie about your products. As you can see, gray screen, nowhere near TV worthy. Let's go over here. Get track of them, get two more toes fired up on here at the same time. Let's see. LG OLED demonstrations. Some of them literally they can get away with stuff at the end of the day because they're on YouTube and they figure, well, yeah, if you sold anything, you got a business, you're selling stuff, you know darn well it's not working the way it's supposed to, yeah, I can drag you to court. And the first one we're going to drag into court is Fernando. He's the first person going to put a court order on and drag him into court. But Fernando ain't going to make it to court. He's not going to make it. You already know his situation already. He's not going to make it to court. But I'm going to show you. Yeah, easy. Easy to be done. Because this stuff is absolutely fake. This stuff is such a scam, it's not even funny. This is the same paint he was trying to sell on eBay. This stuff is horrible. Talking about tantalizing visual effects. You're right. Not even close to this. This stuff is horrible. There's a contrast level at on this thing. Night City 4K 60 frames per second HDR OLED. There we go. Commercial on both sides. Look at this.
You just can't stop being American.
That background is supposed to be in black. So where's the TV Worthy at? Now I watched this demonstration on TV Worthy. I've watched that one. And in that demonstration, guess what? The screen was sitting in a dark environment. That is absolutely awful. That's why you have to make sure you know what you're getting at the end of the day. Customers want that. They want this big screen experience, especially with an ultra short throw. An ultra short throw is not a, well, it's a cheap investment. You can get them for cheaper. If you want to go down the road, but if you want to go high end, some people want to go high end on the projector, it's going to cost you some money. It's going to be expensive. It's a very expensive purchase, a very expensive investment. Now that projector ain't going to do jack unless you got the proper screen to hit it with. And if you're using the gray screen, that ain't working. Now, if you didn't know, I know you're going to probably got to do some demonstrations so products don't work. Don't worry, we're going to court anyway. You got plenty of time to talk to a judge about your video demonstrations. Either way you're going in. You make all the comments you want. Which are in court. Mind you, that notice activates, you know what happens when they activate, right? You go in that courtroom, we fill out that paperwork, and have to tell them exactly your little secret at the end of the day. You know what happens after that, right? We're never going to see you in court, ever. Never going to see him in court. All we have to do is show that control number behind us that we actually had to go and report that nonsense to them. That's it. Keep going. Get quick. We'll never see him in court, ever. It's out of their jurisdiction. That's why they can't touch you. The other ones have to. I don't like to say too much, but yeah, individual was doing too much. Other than that, your paint's awful. TV worthy. Yeah, right. How come I'm not getting the same reaction as mine over here on your product? You got a P2 in there. You can't get this thing to work right. Now, keep in mind, as I said, dark environment for him, but even in the demonstration with the Network Grade 773, you couldn't even pull the OLED logo we can pull up. It came up gray. Wow. There's a little bit from that. That's what y'all get. People have great screens, that's what y'all have. I don't know what's worse. I don't know if the fact that y'all deal with this mess at the end of the day, or people spend $1,500–$1,600 for an ambient light rejection screen. Again, like I said, ambient light rejection technology can't be used. You have to be in the dark to operate that. Got paid all that money for an ALR screen, and you can't even be in a fully lit environment with it because your screen will wash out because it's gray. Ambient light rejection technology does not work on gray screens. This is the bar light. See all that ashy gray? That's what you're supposed to be reading. Contrast on this. Why would you ever believe that? Oh, because they had you in a dark environment with a overpriced projector because you were seeing a contrast level. Nah, you got ripped off. Y'all could have did the same thing with house paint. You literally could have did the same thing with freaking house. It's not tested. You could have literally did the same thing with house paint. How much money you would have saved at the end of the day? red thunder cloud, no, red thunderstorm flashing lights. If I got it right, because I butchered that one. There it is right there. It's up on plane. That'll show if you see that color. It's gonna be a bit of her piece at the end of the day. Let's put this back up here. Let's do it on this side. And let's do it on this side. So if you can't see contrast on a gray screen, how are you gaming on these things? Oh, wait, that's for this side. Okay, that's for there. That's for there. Yep. Wrong way. There we go. I got you. I'm trying to get me a commercial about the cinema. So there we are. We got the gray screen right here, showing off a lightning effect in the background, and we got it on the monitor here. Right? It's just like a TV. Right? It's supposed to be just like a TV. Awful. Right. Awful. Awful indeed. Well, we got to do some tests. I'm going to test. We're done. We're testing. We're going to take this paint outside. Let's see if a gray screen can read outside. Now, you know where that's going to happen at the end of the day. Jeez Louise, that's going to be like, let me sit there and just go, who brought this mess? Red screen. Even important, who backed this mess up? Who sat there and said this was a good paint? Who did this? I swear, this is awful. Absolutely awful. You gotta be kidding me. Let's put this back up here. Who came up there and said this was a... I gotta bump to one of these customers. Any one of these customers laying around, I want to find out who sat there and said this was a good paint. Oh, look at all the colors and you're colorblind. You're definitely colorblind. Red screen. Oh, there we go. You're colorblind. Oh, goodness. So, I mean, look at that. But I see red. It's not red. That's washed out. That's so washed out. It's not even funny how washed out that is. That is so washed out. Oh, my goodness. Disrespect. But they didn't know what color looks like. They can't see it at all. It's pathetic. It is. Alright, let's show what color looks like over here. What you're supposed to be getting. I expect better. You pick up better than the monitor over there. I just expect better. I do. I really do expect better. Well, it goes to show you that we'll get your sample over here, your product, whatever. We'll paint a little dab in the middle of your screen and shit in the day while your stuff is not working. 8K desired nature. I'd be shocked if we land this the first time. I really would be shocked if we pick this up the first time.
Top 5 Anchorage, Alaska places to best visit.
We're going there.
1.
8K desired nature 8K video demonstration TV. Isn't that the video he did back there? Oh, it is the video he did back there. Hold on a minute. That is the LG video he did back there on the P2. Oh, yes, it is. LG 4K demo HDR 2020. You know, there's a black level in there, right? Where the bug is at, right? There's supposed to be one in there. Oh, yeah. That's what he did on the original film on the P2 projector. Oh, there we go from the blue. The grass is washed out. This is embarrassing, man. Your product is just bad. You didn't put no effort into this, though. Like, see, you didn't put any type of effort into this stuff, man. And again, I sit there and go, it's not my paint. It's made of your tutorial video. It's sent to you. You should have been able to beat it, but no problem. The fact that you sent it back, oh, look at that. That's horrible. Good crazy. He's not even picking up any of the color. Good gracious, man. Because you were giving out that ingredients for free, so you wrecked a lot of people's screens that you gave that ingredients for free because you didn't know what you were doing. Gee whiz Louise, man. You can't pick up the red. Jeez, that's awful, man. So you gave out the product for free, right? That means you misled a bunch of people into putting something on their wall that you knew wasn't going to work, right? Because that's what I sent back to you, and you gave it back to me. So you didn't have confidence in the product that you told people to paint on their wall. That speaks volumes on why you shouldn't be trusted. This paint is awful. Every time we do something different with this, put it against a monitor, it's awful. TV worthy, my foot. Gee whiz Louise. Your paint's depression, man. It's depressing. It's depressing. I tested other grade screens that work better than this. This stuff is awful. Hold on for a minute. Let's go over here. Thank goodness we make our own stuff. I don't have to buy. We subjected to this crap. 2024 LG OLED Black 4K. I'm glad we make our own stuff. I'm glad we don't have to be subjected to this mess, man. This stuff is horrible. Look at this. Look at the freaking menu. We can't even get the freaking menu to read on here. The menu's not reading. See, this is what you get for being in dark environments, depending on ultra short projectors to trick people. You can't even, the menu's not even pulling up on this paint. I'm thinking, how bad would it be next to a TV? Good gracious. And it's not just him, all gray screens have the same reaction his is having right now. This is awful. I'm so glad I make my own stuff at the end of the day. If I had to be subjected to this nonsense, I'd be freaking ticked off. Excuse me. Jeez. Abstract fruit vegetable screensaver 10 hours. screen can't transition. They can't transfer from black. Oh, this is it. I'm gonna record this one. I got a bunch of videos on this whole topic. I'm posting them everywhere on this, and it has to be done. Now, Fernando, you can take this in a way as, oh, it's nothing to do about hating you. Nobody hates you in the day. You make horrible product, man. If you have a hamburger stand and your hamburgers suck, they suck. Doesn't mean that they hate you. You just make sucky hamburgers. That's all. But you get too personal. You get too emotional. This is why we got to go to court now. Because you're too emotional. You do dumb stuff. Do you have any idea the situation you're in right now? Fernando, if I walk into a courthouse right now, like right now, if I walk to a courthouse right now, it's right up the street, and I file against you, you're in trouble. Because that means that they can't send the normals near you. They got to contact them. We have to show them the documents we have over here. That's all it takes. That's it. One block. I'm one block from the building. Walk up there, go in there and say, look, we got a problem. We already have a police report on you already. It's right there. It shows that they got contact Allentown Police. Your police report's in there about all the problems we have with you. And then to find out you're not documented, man, I take that order up there in front of a judge or anyone. I follow through. Here we go. This is what he is. This is the problem we're having today. They're not contacting police are going to pick you up. They're contacting something else. You know what's coming to that door. That's all it takes. We filed 2 of those charges against you. That's all it takes. I'm a block from basically your freedom right now. Now, why have I been dragging my feet on this? Because I really don't want to do it. I honestly tell you the truth, I don't. I don't want to see you go through that process. It's a bad process. I looked at that whole thing. It is an awful process. But you got to face something at the end of the day. You committed crimes against my company. So I got to charge you with something, but I don't know how we're going to get around that. Either way, whoever I talk to, that document's going to come up with it by me, or they do a background check on you, it's going to pop up. So ain't no way around it. I walk past that courthouse every single day on where I got to go and things I got to do. And all I got to do is just walk in there with all your paperwork and your incident report number and file a case against you. That's all I got to do. That's all. So you don't know how many times I walked past that building and I thought, I was going to get this taken care of today. Then I postponed it, dragged my feet. I can be in there right now. I'm in here doing this, postponed it, doing this instead. It's in the day. And you think it's all because of hatred in the day. If I hated you, Jamie, I could have had you taken care of a long time and walk in that building right now with all your paperwork and documents, the whole 9 yards. I know exactly where you live at the end of the day. I know your landlord's information, the whole 9 yards. I was going to have them down there in no time at all at your front desk, and I can have you in zip ties at the end of the day. So, and about hatred at the end of the day. Just want to see anybody go through that ordeal. But he's a jerk at the end of the day, but, you know, it is what it is. You know, someone hated you, but your product doesn't work. It is what it is. If your hamburgers suck, then they suck. That's what it is. It just doesn't work. I wish it did. It just don't.
Caliphate organic almond milk. It was zesty. Just almost water unstopped.
Want to take the next step with Intivia? Then it's time to talk to your healthcare provider.
Now, the other guy made that paint. His stuff worked perfectly fine. It worked. It's a good product. HD Pro, I think it is. Yeah, it worked perfectly fine. Fantastic job on that product. Good job. Worked nicely. That doesn't mean I hate all gray screens. No, they just don't work. They just don't. They don't work anymore. They passed their time. Yeah, that's what it comes down to, man. But you're getting so emotional. You want to act tough at the day. You remember, Fernando, every time I walk past that building, every time I walk past it, that load of paper I have right there with that document from ICE, all I got to do is walk it in. That's it, you're done. You're taking care of that quick. I believe in letting things take their process. That's what I believe in. I can speed things up very fast, but I believe in letting things take their process. It's a matter of time before it happens. It's going to happen. There's no way we can get around it. It's going to happen. But I'd rather take its time and do its process. This gives people other things to do. Maybe try to find God, get their act cleaned up, do something. But you keep on pushing, I'm going to walk in that building. Other than that, your product doesn't work, man. It is what it is. It doesn't work. What do you want me to say? You want me to say it pulls fantastic, 100% contrast, it reads color, it's TV worthy? I can't say that. It'd be a lie. It doesn't work. Can't get it to work. I never could get it to work. It just doesn't work. Explain this, please. It doesn't work. Look at this. The sad thing with Fernando pushes people to take care of him. He does. Because Fernando likes to get on camera like, I wish you would. All right then. You see what happened the last time we kept talking that trash? You brought a process server to your front door. Did you go up there and have a conversation with him? No, you did. You hid in the kitchen. Don't do I wish you would nonsense. Mind you, I can have you expedited down here. But your product doesn't work. It is what it is. It doesn't work. It's not a good screen. And even if the gray screen, any gray screen is going to have this issue. Any gray screen doesn't have the ability to read 100% contrast. You see the background of that spinning fruit, or vegetable, we're going to call it? What color is the background? It's black, right? All right then, if you have a gray screen, how are you going to read that background? I had this conversation on the forum site earlier today. How do we read the background? You can't read it. If reading the background means turning out the lights, and that's your solution, is turning out the lights, that's not going to help you. Because that means you just told the customer they're going to be trapped in a dark environment, especially for those people who paid for that ambient light projection technology. It doesn't work. Oops, candy. Yeah, so I just sit down and take his time, take his course, and just keep throwing more hatred at us and more hatred. That's all it takes. Oh, what are you? But you have to be honest. This stuff doesn't work, man. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Can't get it to read, nothing. Matrix screensaver. You're gonna be 30? What? Look at this fucking 30. Matrix screensaver. I'll do 5. Matrix screensaver. Matrix screensaver.
What in God's name is that? I gotta be honest.
Well, doesn't work, man. And the same thing, we got a couple of certified gray screens over there, which I'm planning to put to a board. I'm planning to paint the coating onto their surface, see if they read. Same thing we do here, the same thing we do there. It just doesn't pick up. Alright, with that being said, I gotta go. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. You see all that because, again, he gets really mad and upset with us, gets angry, gets bitter. He's just doing all this crazy stuff. This is the reason why Jamie got this motion to get the best of him. This is why we have all these criminal charges on him now. That's why he's at the fate of me walking into that building. So he got in trouble. Doing too much. His emotions get the best of him. Your product doesn't work, it doesn't work. Man, I even shipped it to your front door and you sent it back to me. So what more can I say there? Match house paint is just not a product that works. And as for gray screens as being worthy to be TV-like, no, they're not worthy to be TV-like. They don't function correctly. They don't pick up contrast, they don't pick up color, they have poor ambient light capabilities. All gray screens have this issue. I got 5 certified screens over there, dark gray. I'm going to paint my product right in the middle of them and hang them up, and I bet you they all do the same thing. Now, I'm going to go over to a forum site and do some more of these demonstrations, and of course he's going to go on his channel and do something stupid like he usually does, and we're just going to basically, my buddy's going to come over, take the video, make a copy of it, and we'll get ready for court. Because Fernando, like I said, you're going to court, whether you like it or not. And the minute we go in there and we figure out the rest of that documents, everything filed in, I'm going to give them the control number behind me. And that control number is good until 2027. So they have to contact local law enforcement in your area and let them know that we're sitting over on apartment E and you know who's coming. Now, if you feel that anything I said, if you feel that you're an innocent man and you didn't do anything that we claim you've done, and you get a cease and desist order, or you bring me to court and you file criminal charges against me. But you know that won't work. Everything they have on you, you did. So that's that. Till then, your product does not work. As for any gray screen, that's the same issue. I thought it would be necessary. I can put this on a surface. This is daylight screen. That's your screen right there. Certified high grade screen. Now, let's see. Where do you put our tape at? Let me do a couple of these. Let me do a couple of these right here. So that'd be on form sites for this too. Let me see where my tape at. That was the whole purpose. Cleaning out my drawers to find stuff, and I still not using stuff. Amazing. How much is in the wrong drawer? It's $100. This one brand to take. We stick it in the wrong drawer. Alright, let's go on a field trip. See what we stuck it at. These brown boxes are put down. Yeah, I thought so. In the wrong area. But we should not have been there because I've been looking for this. Should have been in the desk. This is Stratus 1.0. That's what we have here now. a certified right there. Right, daylight screen. That's one of their screens right there. Now, if you notice a gray screen, no show. The gray screen we have here, high-end certified, about $4,000 screen, no show. Our technology reads. I said all gray screens, not just him. All gray screens can't read contrast. If I take my paint and I dab it in the middle of that screen, guess what happens? That thing reads contrast, reads color, pulls up fully lit environments. I can see even ultra short they're compatible. I can take the certified screen over here that's not ultra short they're compatible. Paint our center now it is ultra short they're compatible. Let's see how we get a pickup on.
Hey everybody, Ryan is giving away $100 gift vouchers to everyone whose junk we make disappear.
What do you do when things get tough? You don't give up. If you
Excuse me, people. Burpees. AMSR, relaxing fish. There you go. Certified screen, gray screen, all that. Give that gray screen a little more shine. There we go. Yeah, I rest my case. That's a $5,000 screen laying against my screen right now. And $5,000? No, sorry, $3,000. $3,000 screen. It's about $3,000 at the most for that screen. I back up what I say. That's one of the things about me. I back up what I say. If I say something, then I back it up. I don't like to say things unless I can't back it. If I can't back it up, I'm not going to say it. So as you see in the demonstration, our screen is picking up the exact same thing the TV's doing. The $3,000 screen, I think it's $3,000 for the daylight screen right here. And then you have Jamie's product over here. Now, this screen is far better than his screen paint. Of course it is. It's certified. But we, on the other hand, can pick up a better image than a certified. So, when you get people going there and crying about how expensive our products are, that's a $3,000 screen sitting right next to yours that you can't even beat. We can. And we can match the TV at the same time. Now, isn't that interesting? That's why you don't get the money for your product. That's why nobody will pay for it. Because you have to show test demonstrations like this. I'm not going to pay no $275 or $50 for some paint. You don't even know it's properly tested, especially when it's coming from a person who can't even test their own stuff. Nobody going to trust you with that. No, right to the screen with that mess. They come to us because we know exactly what we're doing, that's why. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Did I say I was going to do this in a demonstration? I never said that. I just did it out of nowhere, right? Because that's the kind of stuff that I do. Because we can do that. Our stuff is tested. We got that ability. It's like you have people sit there and stare at the Grand Canyon and make jokes about how they can jump it, and you have fun people who just race on in, jump the Grand Canyon, parachute pop up, do a little flip, land up, boom! I never said I was going to do that, but I thought I'd just do something there for fun. Because we've done it before. Too many times to add. We got to add some new stuff in there. And this is where they get mad, and they get frustrated, and they get bitter toward us, because we do stuff like this. This is what we do. This is what we do. Did I get a recording on this thing? I think I did. Alright, gotta go, people. Thanks for your time. God bless. If you're interested in the most amazing screen paint on the face of the planet, then reach out to us. If you want to continue getting ripped off at the end of the day with these gray screen paints and gray screens that don't work, then contact them. The certified screens do it. pick up a much better image. As you can see, it's picking up a way better image than that great screen paint in the day, so it is definitely worth its time, but it's expensive. So our product is more affordable, far more better. Gray screen paint, well, you can see right there, it's just a waste of time and money, and the certified is better than the gray screen, as you can see. So which one's TV worthy? That would be us. Gotta go. Thank you for your time, and God bless.